just months after it was decided that 5 Southampton libraries will close unless community groups step up to run them, Hampshire County Council is proposing more far-reaching changes to libraries and other book lending facilities. The aim is to deliver a more modern and efficient service for residents, but the plan is clearly linked to reduced funding from central government, which means the library service will need to cut spending by 14% by 2020. The council currently operates 53 static libraries at a cost of £12 million a year. A fifth of Hampshire's population uses the libraries, with 6.9 million books and other items being borrowed. For bigger libraries, the outlook is rosy. Fareham, Petersfield and Waterlooville sites could be rebranded as discovery centres, much like the one in Gosport. But smaller libraries like the Emsworth site behind me are entering more uncertain times, facing relocation or even closure. This library had 74,000 visitors in the last year and issued some 62,000 books and other items. That's about 34 per hour that it was open. But the council want to make relocating these facilities a priority. They say the buildings are often in poor condition, expensive to maintain, and that savings could be made if they were moved elsewhere. And the council's draft strategy is clear that further closures are on the table, though less clear about where the axe could fall. Bridge Mary, Lee Park, Horndean and Netley are among those at risk, though the council is promising to ask the public about specific proposals.
Libraries are an important thing for the community, and I'm quite sure that if they were to threaten to shut this library here in Emsworth, we have a very good community association, a very good residents association, a very good business association, and I feel quite sure that if they were to put it to us and let us keep the building, that we will be able to man the library with volunteers. And I think it's a great asset to Emsworth to have a library.
Well, I think it's a shame that they are closing the libraries, because there's a lot of people who depend on them for their sort of social life, you know. They like to go in. I know my son loves it, you know, he spends a lot of time in the libraries.
I think it's sad that you need to, because I think it's a very valuable service to some people, but unfortunately it's probably a fact of life that the funding is limited, and I don't know how many people actually use them anymore. I know I don't use the library very much. I can't remember the last time I went to one, but I did use it when my daughters were younger. So I think it's a valuable service for families with younger children, and if they had activities. But I think there's a large proportion of us that probably read books online, use Kindle, use it on our phone, and hence we don't go to a library anymore.
And the mobile library service could go altogether as soon as July next year. It would be replaced by what's being described as more modern alternatives, such as loaned e-readers and home visits. The council say only 1% of Hampshire's library customers use the mobile service, making it poor value for money. Residents are being urged to have their say by filling in the survey on Hampshire County Council's website by mid-January. Charlotte Briere-Edney for That's Solent.